Hello and welcome to this powerful message in a powerful time. So I'm Sonia Davies, spiritual advisor, and I am recording this, whenever you see it, I am recording this on Monday, the 29th of June, 2026. This is a significant date. Today is the day that over the next 24 hours, calendar-wise here in the UK anyway, it may go into the 30th, it does go into the 30th, but it's basically the next 24 hours. We've got Mercury stationing retrograde. We've got a massive full moon in Capricorn. And we've got Jupiter moving into Leo. Now, all of those are really, really big shifts in energy. Now, I'm not going to dive into the astrology. I am not an astrologer. I'm a very enthusiastic amateur. But for me personally, these are huge because they've also got some really powerful aspects to my own natal personal planets as well. And there's Pluto is involved in this, and Mars is involved in this, and Chiron is involved. I mean, there's all sorts going on astrologically for me personally, as much as for everyone. Now, the reason I'm sharing that with you is because this is a powerful time of change. This is an accelerated time of change. And from now, right now, here, this moment, today, up to and including, lots of people are talking about the end of July, the next full moon at the end of July. I'm actually going a little bit further, and I'm feeling, I think it's Lionsgate. I think it's the 8th of August. It's a massive portal. We've also got eclipse season in August as well. There is so much going on energetically that from now for the next 5-6 weeks, everything is changing. Everything is changing. And that's what this message is about. So if you're new to my channel, you're very welcome here. Thank you. I channel messages every single day for myself. I do it through writing with my eyes closed in my book. I have a dedicated book for it. And some of those are very personal to me, and some of them are for you. They're for me to share with the collective as part of my role of service out here. And what I'm going to do in a moment is I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you can, if you feel comfortable. I'm going to read out the message, this channeled message that's come through right now. And then I'm going to talk about it and describe to you some of the other feelings, sensations, images, and thoughts that I had as I was receiving the message. The reason I ask you to close your eyes is so that you can feel the frequency of the words. My voice is an activator. So even if you don't necessarily understand the words, and I'll be honest, some of the language that my guides use when I channel is not the language that I would use every day. So some of it is, you know, it flows differently to my own speech. But feel the frequency of it, because it's the frequency that matters. Your energetic body will receive from my energetic body, and as I transmit the frequencies of this message. And this is a big one for a really big time. So thank you for being here. I'm going to invite you now, if you can, if you feel comfortable, just gently close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath and feel the words. There is a time where nothing exists. Everything changes. All is in potentiality and yet nothingness. It is a void, a space, a concept of all that is and has ever been and will be. It exists but does not exist. It is closed and it is calm. It is duality. It is oneness. It is chaos and peace. This space is not one where humans have dwelt, and yet they do, for all exists everywhere and here. It is a space where the human brain struggles to move around, for the conditioning and layers and crevices created to keep you small and unaware block you. These blocks are being removed. You are climbing out of the crevices and starting to remove the layers, just a few for now. And that is enough, for you do not want to be overwhelmed. And we do not wish this for you. Know that in the emerging, you will begin to glimpse the oneness of all that is. And you must ask for help as you do, for this could be overwhelming. Know that you are never alone, and we are here to support your growing awareness. Do not fear, just allow. Let the crevices crumble and the veils lift, and know that you will reach the destination and enjoy and understand. In love, in peace, in awareness. This is a really, really profound message, and it's a really profound time. I have been watching other, astrologers and people that I follow myself talking about what's going on, and there are some who have been saying that by the end of July we will have done 90% of the lessons learned for this year, this calendar year. It's accelerated, it's the acceleration that's happening, and this is the crumbling of the old world, the old systems, the old powers. I'm going to dive through the message, go through this message in a bit of detail, because there's an awful lot of layers to this message that don't necessarily come across in the words. You may have felt them in the frequency as I was speaking them. So I'm going to dive through this one in with quite a bit of information, because I think it's important. The biggest essence I got from this as it was coming through was, don't worry about it. There is an awful lot that I believe, from what I've seen, what my guides have shown me, the journey that I'm on myself as well. I'm in this as much as you are. That says it may feel like everything's collapsing, but it's not. There's a real sense of trust needed right now. Huge. And that, if you've been here for a while on my channel, you will know that's been a theme for a while. Don't live in fear, live in love, trust the process, trust the letting go, trust the releasing. That's what this is about. And I'm getting a sense that from now, I'm going to say till the Lion's Gate, certainly, maybe through to the middle or end of August. I'm not sure exactly, but that something over the next about 5-6 weeks, I think, really is going to change everything. And it may not seem like everything's changed in the moment, but we'll look back and go, oh yeah, July, that's when it all changed. So I'm going to dive in. I'm going to go into this one, sort of paragraph by paragraph as I wrote it, because I think it's important. There is a time where nothing exists, everything changes, all is in potentiality and yet nothingness. The duality, the oneness, they mention chaos and peace and calm, and it exists but doesn't exist. That's the truth. I literally got a glimpse of the oneness of the universe with that. It's the vastness of everything. It's a grain of sand and the entirety of the universe being the same thing all at the same time. It's that sense of everything is now. Linear time does not exist in the universe. We know this. It's a human construct that we need, and I'm not criticizing it as a construct, but we need that in order to navigate a unit of measurement. The reality is, out in the universe, in spirit form, in energy form, there is no such thing as time. There is no delineation between that and that. It's all part of oneness. And that's what I'm getting. What I got as this one was coming through was a sense of that massiveness and void space and everything at once is actually designed to be comforting. And it might not feel it right now. As you're listening to this, you might be going, whoa, what? My brain's exploding. And it's okay. That, I believe, is my guides, is spirit, is the universe, is source, trying to say, it's all okay. Everything is here and it's all right. Even if the word duality jumps out, and for me, certainly 2025 was absolutely a year of duality. And it's something we're really seeing playing out in human form right now on the planet. We've got people like myself, possibly you. I'm sitting here going, I see the bigger picture and I see that the old things have to crumble away so that we can build the new. And I also honor and see the challenge and the suffering and the problems and the difficulties that is happening for real people on the ground right now. We've just had those massive earthquakes in Venezuela, for example. There is war going on the planet. There is a lot of suffering, and that is horrendous. And I send so much love and compassion to anyone suffering in any form right now. And I also know that what feels like it's crumbling is actually just things flipping back into place, and it's actually all the same thing. And it's all about love at the end of the day. Bear with me. I'm gonna explain more about where this is coming from because I do appreciate these are really big concepts, and some of these are concepts that I feel and know using my cloud gifts, using my psychic abilities, and when I get so much coming in energy wise with these channeled messages and with my own gifts. And sometimes it's difficult to explain those in human form. So thank you for bearing with me on that. I will try. And if at any point in any of this you have questions, please do comment below and ask questions because I'm very happy to elaborate more on some of these because they are quite big concepts. It's also saying it actually speaks to that as well. This space is not one where humans have dwelt. Okay, so this concept of the vastness and everything and the duality and everything is all one and it's all happening at the same time and it's the void space and it's everything and it's every time and every place. I mean, they're saying humans haven't been there. That's not a human construct. That's not. So it's almost like the universe giving you permission to not understand this. Okay. And then do you know this was actually a bit of a joke. This was satire from my guides, genuinely. When they said this space is not one where humans have dwelt, and yet they do, for all exists everywhere and here. So that literally came through as like the universe is having a joke there, going, yeah, we can be satirical about this. Like you haven't been here, but you have because you're everywhere. It made me laugh, okay? And actually the universe wants to be playful. There's an essence of that. Like I say, this one's really multi-layered. That playfulness is actually part of the message in itself. And what I'm really getting, and it's interesting, they're coming through right now, they're saying actually part of the reason they laugh and they bring through that energy of satire and humor and comedy and things is because everything feels very serious right now, and they want that injection of humor, of joy, of play. What I'm getting now is a sense of they want you, despite how overwhelming change can feel for humans, they want you to embrace it with the curiosity of an innocent child who just goes, "Oh, that's interesting. What's going on here then? Oh, that's fun. Can I play with that rock that's just fallen on the ground?" Whatever it is, you know, they want that playfulness, that curiosity. It's the human construct that says, "Oh, what do I do? It's awful." It's like, no, they're going, bring the play in. Even in a really deep and meaningful, powerful message like this one, coming from spirit, from source, wherever it comes from, the universe. And one day I might talk about who my guides actually are and how that all works for me. I'll try and remember to do something on that at some point. But even then, when these are really big, monumental times, and they're going, and we can still have fun, and it's okay to have fun, and I'm also getting that it's okay to be joyful when other people are suffering. You're there's a very huge, oh, I did not expect to go this way, but well, I'm getting this through, so I'll go there. Your joy in life and that sense of humor and playfulness and life and laughter and love and all of that is not dismissing or negating the suffering of other people. And actually, there is that, I've come across this, where am I going with this? I'm getting these concepts through and it's hard to put into words. I've seen this before. So I had a relative once they moved on now, but had a relative that lost their partner, their spouse, and for a long time afterwards says, I'm not allowed to laugh, I'm not allowed to smile, because that would be me not grieving. And it's like, no, 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 no. That's a human rule, if you like. Society has put that on us, going, oh, people are suffering. It's not okay to be happy. That's nonsense. And that's the message I'm getting from this. It's okay to smile. It's okay to laugh. Even if things are really serious and really difficult, it's still okay. In fact, it's encouraged because it's your laughter, it's your joy, it's your playfulness, it's your humor that lifts the energy and frequency of the stuff that's going on. And actually, we need more of that. Like I say, that's not about being discompassionate. You can hold compassion. I absolutely hold love and compassion, and I send that to anyone and everyone suffering in any capacity. And I do that twice a day at least when I do my own sort of rituals, and I send that out, my own prayers and things to the universe. And I absolutely hold that space. And I can still be joyful in myself. And that's what this message is saying. I did not mean to go on that tangent, but my guides came in and said that's really important. This is a multi-layered message. Let's go on to the next bit. They talk about the space where the human brain struggles to move around, and they were talking about the void space, that duality of everything all at once. Conditioning and layers and crevices created to keep you small and unaware block you. So that's where I'm talking about things like society rules that says if you're grieving, it's not okay to smile or laugh. That's a very sort of Victorian era kind of concept. But that that's one of the societal rules, and there are thousands of others. That's just one example I'm using for this conversation, but you will think of others. There are things that have been indoctrinated into us as humans that have been about controlling our brains and stopping us understanding these concepts. And actually, this time, this period of time, these next 6 weeks are all about us unlocking some of those blocks and barriers. We're climbing out of the crevices and starting to remove the layers. That's exactly what they're saying. Just a few for now, but that's enough. You don't want to be overwhelmed. And actually, and we don't wish this for you. They're literally saying, look, we don't want to crush you in the process. We don't want your brain to explode with how much. That's why layers are coming off one by one. They're not just taking off the whole lot and going, ha, here you go, here's reality, really. You thought it was that. It's that. Think about the film The Matrix, right? They're not coming in and just unplugging you and you suddenly realize reality didn't even exist. It was a concept. And there's another layer of reality. And actually, there's another one beyond that, but I'm not going there with that. Analyzing that film could take me hours. Well, a set of films is not where I'm going right now at all. But the concept of they're not doing a great, like, let's just unplug you and then you go, oh my God, what's going on? They're taking it off layer by layer. They're trying to help you on your journey. They're trying to help all of us. And that's why every time you think you do some healing on something, you get rid of you heal an old trauma or an old wound, you dive into a shadow and you start to accept it and you go, okay, yeah, that's part of who I am. I love myself for that. That's okay. I can do that. And then you think, right, I've healed that, and then you come up against it again and you go, hang on, I thought I'd done that. It's like, it's not once and done, it's done in layers, and removing these layers is powerful. And each time you remove a layer, you go, oh, this is amazing. Oh, look, there's another layer. That's how it works. Because if they did it all in one go, it would be just too much, and it would actually be overwhelming for our human brains because of the conditioning that we're under. Know that in the emerging, you will begin to glimpse the oneness of all that is. And you must ask for help, for this could be overwhelming. Now, that's what I'm talking about. This sense of oneness that they describe, that duality, that void space where everything exists in one place at one time, and there is no past or present or future. Everything just is. Everything is now. Everything is now. All your future potential options are now. All your past experiences are now. It's all one thing because time doesn't exist. And that sense of oneness can be overwhelming. And they're reminding you to ask for help. Now, here's the thing I come up with a lot. I see in a lot of people, clients, people I speak to, you may have experienced it as well, that how do you connect with your guides? And I am going to be doing a whole new, whenever you're watching this, I'm going to be launching a new series. It's coming. I'm very excited about it. I'll put information out about that very soon. And I'm going to be talking about topics that are kind of more me riffing on things and teaching things and helping you to unlock certain specific topics. Whereas these are in response to the channeled messages I get. So these will still be happening, by the way, don't worry about that. But yeah, that's coming soon. I'll talk about that separately another time. But one of the things that I get a lot is, how do I connect with my guides? How do I unlock my gifts? How do I do all of that? Actually, the simplest way is just ask. Just ask. Your guides cannot, it's not possible, it's not allowed for them to come in and help you without you asking. Because as humans, one of the part of the human contract in this incarnation is that we have free will. It's one of the things that is unique to this planet. So when we are incarnated on this planet, particularly in human form, it's not just human form, but I'll leave that one for now as well. But we have free will. That's part of the experience that we come to in this world, in this lifetime. And what that means is that your guides are not allowed to come in and help unless you ask for them. They could be sitting there watching you right now. They will be sitting there watching you right now going, oh, we could really help with that. Oh, we could really, oh, no, don't do that. That would, oh, if you did, only did that. Wish we could tell you you could do that and that would unlock everything for you. They can't do it because you have to invite them. Really simple way to do that. Really simple way to do that. Just take a moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath, come into yourself, connect with your breathing just for a moment, get yourself feeling centered, and just ask, I wish to connect with my higher soul self, my team in spirit, my guides, all beings of 100% pure love and light. Please be with me now. Please help me take the most aligned actions for my highest good. And you can ask some specifics, or you can be very general like that. That's what I do. I do that every single day. I do it multiple times a day, to be totally honest with you. I certainly do it before I come and do my channel writing, and I do it again before I come and read them. So this video, I ask my guides to come and be with me, which is why I sometimes go off on tangents on these, because they're bringing through things. They're going, this is what you need to talk about. So invite them in, ask them. and then allow yourself to release to what they bring in. So that will be things like signs. If you start noticing angel numbers on your phone, repeating numbers, 1111 is obviously a powerful one, but any repeating numbers, palindrome numbers, I love palindrome numbers, I get those a lot. So for example, 1221 on your phone, 1221. That I get a lot of those, all repeating ones, like I say. 1414 is one I see a lot as well. There's lots of them. You will have your own. That's always your guides going. What I want to invite you to do is anytime you notice something like that, just take a moment and think, what was I thinking about? What was I about to do? What was I feeling? What was I thinking? And notice it, because that's what they were responding to. So if you pick up your phone and you were actually thinking about, oh, I wonder how my sister's doing. Yeah, and you pick up your phone and it's 1212 and it's like, oh, look, I've got an angel number. I was thinking about my sister. Oh, right, okay. They want me to contact my sister. Maybe I'll reach out to her. That's the sort of thing. Make the connection. They're giving you nudges along the way, but you have to invite them in. And you can ask them very specific things. I do. That's why sometimes some of my channel messages are very personal to me in the mornings, and I don't share all of them because frankly, they wouldn't make sense to you because they're about something really specific that I've asked for help on. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just go, share with me what you want to tell me. Please bring through what you want to tell me and let me know whether it's for me or for the collective. And the ones that are for the collective are the ones that I record and send out to you, like this one. So, but you have to ask first. So they're reminding you in this message, know that you are never alone and we are here to support your growing awareness. And that can be things like, help me make sense of this, help me understand this. And then you'll find you're reading a book or you're watching something on YouTube, for example, like this, and there'll be one phrase and it will just stand out to you. We'll go, oh, that's making sense of that thing I was asking about. Yes, that's what it was. Thank you. And it might just be a couple of words. It might not even be the whole thing. It might just be a couple of words that just jump out to you and you go, oh, wait a minute, that makes sense of that thing that I asked about. And they brought you to this, whatever it was you were doing, because that's what you needed to make sense, because you've asked for their help in making sense of it. They do want to help you, and they always do if you pay attention and if you ask them. Let's finish this off because I'm aware this is a longer video than normal, but it's such a big message right now, such powerful times, and the energies today are huge. Do not fear, just allow. Let the crevices crumble and the veils lift, and know that you will reach the destination and enjoy and understand. Really what I got a sense of, and this comes back to the crevices, like there are crevices created. It's like we're climbing out of a deep little crevice on hills. I really literally got a sense of that. Like you're walking up a hill and it's like, oh my God, that's really high. But up there on the top of the cliff top, it's beautiful and you can see all these things. But right now I can only see that little patch of sky above. And they're saying, let the crevices crumble, let the ground fall away, let yourself lift up and the veils lift, all those things that you didn't realize, and it goes, oh, right, now I see it. All those little pieces of healing, let those happen. Trust the process. More than anything, trust the process is a repeating theme I'm getting right now. The world is going to get very noisy. It already is. I suspect it's going to ramp up. Personal opinion, other opinions are available. The outside world is all about the noise, all about the rhetoric. There's a lot of posturing. Mercury is going retrograde today. Leo is going into Jupiter is going into Leo. I got that the wrong way around. Jupiter's going into Leo. This full moon is also illuminating, and so much other stuff going on. it's all going to make things amplified and noisy and, yeah, loud and chaotic. And really what I'm getting a sense of is let it. Let the earth shift and shake. And yes, it's dreadful, the human cost of the earth shifting and shaking in earthquakes, volcanoes, and all of that stuff, and extreme weather and all of those things. Yes, it's really hard to see and watch. But actually, when you lift out and you go, this is the earth releasing her pressure and healing her wounds and resettling so that everything will get calmer, everything will get more joyful, everything will allow new things to come in. And this, the destination and the understanding and the joy that they're talking about here is not about let's look at what we've already got and see the problems in it and focus on the dismantling. It's going, I'm going to allow the ground to shake under me. I'm going to let those layers be lifted off. I'm going to trust that this is where I need to be. And I'm going to look back on this time and go, wow, I needed to go through that. How many things in your life have you experienced in the moment as, oh my God, this is awful? And you look back and go, that needed to happen so that that could happen. I mean, I've got dozens of examples of that, probably more if I really thought about it. The biggest one is when I hit burnout, had 5 months off work, and it was dreadful. I was really quite unwell. And that being unwell was not a pleasant experience. And if I hadn't have done that, I would not be here right now talking to you. I needed to go through that process of cracking and breaking so that I could have my epiphany and realize I wanted to do something different and what that was, and come up with a plan to make it happen. I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't gone through that really hideous, painful process of burnout, being very unwell for 5 months. So if I just looked at the burnout, that was horrible. It was a hideous experience. Of course, it was awful. And yet, if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't have the life I've got now. I wouldn't have the joy I've got now. I would not be here talking to you now. That's what we're going through, but we're going through it collectively. Trust it. Allow it. Don't fear it. Let things crumble and just believe and know that on the other side of this, it's going to be very different and it's going to be far more aligned. But you're not on your own because your guides are with you. Whew, that feels like I'm getting like, yeah, that's it. That's the whole message. And I know this has been a big one. And thank you for sitting with me through all of this. It's been huge and powerful. And we are going through massive times right now. Time is accelerating. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. You will not be the same person you are by the next full moon at the end of July. What's the date on that? Was it 29th of July? By the next, if that's UK time, by the way. By the next full moon, you will not be the same person that you are today watching this. On the Capricorn full moon tonight. It's technically tomorrow, but about midnight UK time. We'll call it tonight. I'm going to leave that there. This is a huge time. I'm here with you. I would love to know how this lands for you, what's coming up for you. Have you got any questions? I'm aware we've gone into some really big concepts here. Feel free to ask any questions. If there's anything you don't understand, anything you want help with, just drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments, please do. I will come back to you. I will definitely read them. I love reading your comments as well. And please, 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 would you do me a huge favor and make sure you're subscribed to my channel? It makes a big difference to how this platform shows these videos to other people, to more people. It really does make a massive difference. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I genuinely love and appreciate you. And hit the like button as well if this has been helpful, because again, it makes a big difference to the way the platform then promotes this out to more people. And I want to reach as many people as I can with this. I appreciate you. We've got this. You've got this. And believe me, I am in this as much as you are. I've got my own stuff that I'm navigating as well. We're all in this together. We can do this. I'm here to help you. I'm sending you so much love. Take care, and I'll be back with you soon.